Guys, look here, YouTubers, a wild turkey in the driveway, basically awaiting for the arrival of my son and grandson. He looks like one of the young males I talked about the other day. Oh, there goes another one. Oh, looky there. Oh, what fun. Oh, you can sort of see him moving along there through a little undergrowth in our little forest. Oh, there's some more. Very nice. Love it. Love the wild turkeys. They would cut the track over to the other parallel shaft and lay a movable series of Hey, Carter. Hello, Thomas.
Hi, Dad.
Do I discern another tooth that has become lost? Or is that just the same tooth?
Well, no, that's not a recent.
No,
that's the most recent.
So that's the only tooth?
Yeah, so far. And
oh, okay. I thought the gap looked a hair wider.
Yeah, well, that's because the other front one is
loosening
very
or moving around.
Yeah, so that's probably about ready to come out at any moment.
Carter, I'm very interested in your opinion about the new front porch.
He was commenting on it as we pulled in. I like the creative use of a pallet.
Yes, yes. Perhaps you might watch my YouTube videos.
Oh well, I certainly will now that I see that there's been some work here.
Yeah, we did a little rearrangement. Again, it's sort of like a one in, one out at one time thing. You know, each.
Yeah.
It's all very stable, Carter.
Are you ready, man? Well, it's to make it a little safer.
Yes.
Go on. All right.
Very good. This iPad. Turn the shiny part of that iPad to the camera, if you would, please. I just want to show that it's. There we are. There's my grandson with an iPad. God bless you.
Does it work? Oh, well, it's the family's iPad.
Thank you, Carter.
You can sit down and use it now. And then so you take a picture of the front of the house. Now you have to show Granddad how they build. It's kind of funny.
Now, hold on. They're doing some sort of scanning of a Lego project here.
So then it scans in the front half of the sort of the building. That's good. Take it. Just take it. I want to show Granddad how this works. Okay, then you go to your little Lego town.
And
then you build it. Now watch. Now here you go. Here. So these little guys come out, and they build the rest of the building. Keep going, they keep going. Oh, they always have a little mishap there, and then boom. And then you build, what is it, the fire station?
Yeah, it's
okay, you build a fire station. Alright, so
that's very intriguing.
And of course what they do is, the way they suck in the 5-year-olds is they give you the app for free.
Oh yes.
And so what happens is your 5-year-old says, "Oh look, cool, a Lego app, and you can build your own town."
Well, it's like the drug dealers. The first one's always free. Yeah.
So the black part's not going to come out, Carter, but we'll give it a try here. All right. All right, and it's thinking.
I think this thing looks very Tea House of the August Mooney. For those of you who might remember that movie from, I think it was like 56.
Yeah, it didn't really come out as well as you'd hope.
Terrible!
Well, give it a try anyway. The Moonies.
No, they're not Moonies.
Oh.
Well, it was Tea House of the August Moon. That was a movie, Carter, from like the mid-1950s. It was a quasi-love story set after the Second World War.
I'm going in there.
Someday you might hear about that.
Second World War? I would hope
or
so.
Perhaps that will be passé by the time he gets.
I'm not going to officer. I'm going to arrest this villain.
Oh, yeah. I only got to teach that like twice.
Well, I mean, that was always sort of like the standard U.S. history curriculums. I mean, you rarely, I don't think I ever got up past, just the start of the First World War.
Well, it's
but see, 50 years ago we were a lot closer to that time than.
Well, I mean, in Ohio they do it in 2 years now. Right, so it's the division. It's like sort of beginning.
Well, no, we just had 1 year of American history.
There you go. So we do it. So it's beginnings to Reconstruction, and then Reconstruction up through. But even when you start at Reconstruction, if you're doing it well, you're only going to get through World War II anyway.
I think in 8th grade we got up, with Mr. Turkelson, we got up just after the Civil War, and then with Mr. Taylor in junior year. We got up just almost to the start of First World War.
Right.
Yeah. You're not going to get away.
I've never gotten past. I mean, every course I've ever taken, they get through World War II, and then. Well, now in college that's different because you can focus in.
Realistically, until the documents are released after the 75-year rule,
Well, a lot of it becomes conjecture.
A lot of it just becomes, journalism and conjecture. Yes.
Yeah. A recording of known facts with a whole bunch that's not.
Unless you're listening to raw data like the Nixon tapes or stuff like that, or the Kennedy tapes during the missile crisis.
Right.
Unless you're listening to the raw data, the rest is just going to be, people covering their behinds.
Well, didn't Nixon's family just release a whole bunch of new stuff?
Well,
for the anniversary.
Well, I don't know about the family. I know that the government released some stuff. Yeah.
There was a documentary running on HBO that included some of this new stuff that they were recording, and boy, I tell you, he was a real jerk.
Well, he was a paranoid skit, what it amounted to, I mean, toward the end, and we all know you have to be a little bit of a
well, you kind of have to be a jerk.
You've got to be a bit of a mental, or a psychopathic, borderline, like not borderline personality disorder, but a near psychopathic personality to want to spend 3 or 4 years in an aluminum tube chasing the presidency and then subjecting yourself to that for 4 to 8 years. But, probably the most normal guy out there was Jimmy Carter, and of course he was one of the
worst presidents ever.
Well, and here we have one of the most narcissistic people in the modern era, and that's saying a lot. And this Obama guy, and he's a complete incompetent. So, whether you agree with him or not, I mean, the man's incompetent. So.
Well, I think the guy was probably.
He's in over his head.
He's not suited to the president.
Well, no. Well, and I wouldn't be either.
I think. I bet the guy's an amazing lawyer. I bet the guy's a great teacher. I bet the guy is probably awesome to have as a law professor. And I bet he probably, I didn't pay much attention, but I bet he's probably a pretty reasonable senator.
Well, except he didn't show up and vote for a lot of things. So, but I don't get the sense he's a mean guy. He's not.
I absolutely believe
he's not a creep like Mitt Romney would have been a creep.
No, I absolutely believe Obama really does have the best of intentions. Yeah. I just think he's just he just can't execute them. Well, it's. Really, and he executes them, bypassing, something called the U.S. Constitution. Well, and it's my real issue is one, the executive order stuff, and then two, he's never had a real clear sort of foreign policy vision.
Well, and I will admit it's hard to have one of those in this particular time.
I appreciate that,
but on the other hand, if you're going to say something, then follow it up. Yeah. Otherwise, keep.
Yeah.
keep your mouth shut.
And as much as I...
now, I love to talk off the top of my head more than the next guy, but even I've learned to keep my mouth shut from time to time.
Well, you know, and as much as I was opposed to some of the stuff that George W. Bush did, I would far rather see a proactive stance on some of the stuff rather than being reactionary to stuff that occurs.
I still think it's far better to have that Mideast situation blown loose and get some of these tyrants out of there, you know, and let these guys work it out for themselves a bit rather than have these strong guys, you know, sit on top of everybody and screw people over.
Well, and let's, you know, who knows?
No, that's obviously an opinion that's not going to be backed up a lot.
Yes, I'm ready.
Would you like this?
Oh, does that mean I'm supposed to shut up? Okay.
Well, it means he wants to be allowed to talk.
Okay. Well, fair enough.
Okay, what are we doing here? We're scanning?
We're scanning.
Okay, I want to scan. How do I scan?
You press like the...
Yeah, I did that.
Now, this is gonna be...
Computer lessons, huh, Paul?
Move. You're making me nuts.
This was gonna be a pizza place.
Maybe you can teach me how to edit my videos, Carter, at some point. Here
you want it to be a pizza place?
Couple, 3 years.
Yeah,
Well, when he's able to do it here about 2 or 3 years, I'd be delighted to take some instruction from him.
Me too. Thank you.
All right, here we go. There we go. Looks better. We can do it this way.
Carter's trying out his 5 new permanent teeth. He's giving me the eyeball too.
You give me the eyeball. He's giving me the eyeball. Your backpack is behind you.
Can you please get an apple sauce out of it?
Paul, would you be kind enough to hand me that backpack? Yeah, we've got our food in the front.
I did it the right way.
I don't see it.
In the front pocket.
Well, just hand him the backpack.
Yeah, here, I'll just get it. I'll get it.
Okay.
It's a green pouch. There we go. That'll work. Thank you, Paul.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Is this good or that?
Yeah, it's another Lego thing we're working on. He'll pull that out, I'm sure.
Yeah, like that.
Okay.
Oh yes.
That's how it flies.
Now, did I tell you what I got Kelly for her anniversary?
No.
So the 11th anniversary gift traditionally is steel.
Steel?
Steel.
Oh, I love it.
11 years.
Like
strong.
S-T-E-E-L.
Yeah, strong like steel.
Oh, like steel here. Like steel in the
Yeah. So I was brainstorming and nothing came to mind, and I was like, well, I could get her like some steel jewelry, but that just seems kind of silly.
Well, you could have done that.
So then
I know a place you could get that.
You know, that's right. So throw it like this.
Do what I showed you.
Turn your hand over.
I never understood that command. Turn your hand
Here,
over.
let me show you. This is easy. Let me show you. So this is how you hold. Turn it. Turn here. Press it like this. Grab onto it like that. Got it? And then when you throw it, you kind of go like that. Like that. Want to try it? Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. You gotta wait for it. You got the idea.
Actually, upside down it will work as well.
Yeah, it'll work upside down, but you want to do it like this.
But traditionally...
Watch. We'll watch your hand.
Over here so you can see what happens here. That guy goes over the hill, you're going to love it.
Ready? Just like that. Okay, give it a try. Whoa, much better.
Oh.
Yeah. Right in the nards.
My nard's not at my knee.
Okay, ready?
Well, that might be That might be very interesting if they were.
Anyway, so I got her. Probably,
as we get older, they get closer there, don't they?
Probably ill-advisedly. I got her from Duluth Trading Company.
Oh, Duluth Trading Company. Oh, excellent.
I got her the field surgical kit.
Oh, those are great.
That came with, you know, like some scalpels.
Oh, yeah.
And some scissors and like the clamps and some sutures.
So, but from Duluth rather than the Deutsche Optik.
Yeah, from Duluth.
Yeah.
And then Duluth also has this. They call it like Dr.
Duluth Trading Company, guys, you got to check it out.
Oh, they're great.
Yeah.
They call it like Dr. Kevco's dentist set. But anyway, it's a set of dental tools.
Yeah.
Stainless steel dental tools with like these little picks and things.
Oh, I've got some picks.
Yeah, and she's like, well, I don't know what I would.
What I want are the things you can yank teeth with.
Mm. That would be pretty cool.
Sometimes you got to do that.
A little home dental work.
Oh, absolutely. Well, you know, I did a little farrier action on my broken tooth there at the back.
Have you seen?
This is probably not. This is not a good idea.
I shoved that. You know, I mean, I used that sharpening stone and filed off that sharp edge there. You know.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
On my
Have you ever seen the one? And it's like a little handle and there's a C-shaped thing and a string on it for floss for your teeth.
Yes, I have seen those. Yes.
Well, now we need to talk about Thomas's current class, but I think we're going to turn off for that. It looks like it's a preemptive strike here. Thomas went to the can.
Preemptive strike. What do we got in here? Oh, look at this pizza. How long has this been here?
It's okay.
Okay.
It's pizza.
Good.
Help yourself.
Oh yeah.
Excellent.
I will.
Good. Please.
Hey, you stole my seat, man. That's all right. I can sit in the assigned seat.
An assigned seat.
Want some cold pizza? Pepperoni.
Sure.
You want some?
Sure.
See what we got here. There we go. There's a good one.
Good stuff.
Now, I'm gonna give you a napkin. Don't get your iPad all greasy.
Well.
Here, you want me to put this down on a paper towel for a minute? Thank you, PDB. Outstanding. I'm good. Yeah, don't fall over. Oh, thank you, sir. There you go, man.
Launching in space. 3OA.
Why don't you set your iPad off to the side while you do that? Well, it's not my iPad, so I guess because I don't give a shit, do I?
He also knows if he drops it again, it's never coming back. I say again, you already noticed the tape on the one corner there.
No, I didn't. Oh, okay. All righty.
That was 2 weeks after we got it.
Well, be careful. You're fine. Oh, the furnace tape. Oh, very excellent.
Well,
we all know.
Scotch tape. Yeah.
Oh, it looks like furnace tape to me. Here, let's take a close-in look on the corner. Well, I guess it is Scotch tape. Well, I'll take your word for it. If you said it's Scotch tape, it's Scotch tape.
All right, here on the top right.
Now, Thomas, how is your mother engaging? How is she interacting with her computer?
I don't think there's a lot of interaction going on. Every now and again, I'll get an email. Once in a great while.
I get one maybe every 3-4 weeks.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, generally when she's got a specific medical question, which I'm happy enough to, deal with. I almost emailed her the other day with news about Poppy and Well, and Pat, you know.
How's Poppy doing?
Well, it seems that Poppy is not doing well in terms of her mental health.
Oh.
It seems that, you know, and Poppy had discussed this with me around 20 years ago. Yeah, about 20 years ago. And she had said that she had been, one fellow had said that she had borderline personality disorder, which unfortunately was, at the time, was a very popular sort of disorder to read about in the popular press. But it seems that now that's become a little bit more firm from some other actual professionals, such as they are engaged in this sort of enterprise. And not doing very well, and to the extent that this husband of hers, this husband of hers, who I met once and who I don't really have too much use for, but wasn't nearly as egregious as I thought he was, but he was still egregious. He's going to leave her.
Oh, what a stand-up guy.
Well, I'd say she's better off anyway.
Okay.
But so here's Pat, and then Pat's going up to Massachusetts, to Siri's place, to die from her breast cancer, metastatic breast cancer. And I got all this from, as you might imagine, the fellow married to the bond trader.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And well, it's very sad on both occasions, but we knew that was happening with Pat. One of the reasons he and Poppy split 20-some years ago was her sort of unstableness. On the other hand, I mean, with the two of them at the time, how could you tell the difference? And that's the latest news from that area of the land, and I'm hearing.
Carter, can you turn that down?
No, it's all right. It's not nearly as loud as it was. It was just. It's no. I thought I was in a YouTube video. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. I am going to be in a YouTube video.
It's like a meta video.
Yeah, it's a meta video. Yeah, a video in a video. A video in a video. Yeah, a video in a video. Yeah.
He's playing some game.
Ah, yes. Well, this is the view of the future, guys. And so you better either get used to living with it and accepting it, or just get ready to
dealing with it.
Just get ready to cack off. Well, I'm not ready to cack off, so
I guess you have to
deal with it. Learn how to deal with it. Yeah.
Well, it had been pizza, yes.
I wish I had another slice.
Well, you can have another slice.
Can I sit in your seat and have it?
You may. You can have one more slice, and then how about you have one more slice, and then we'll go ahead and go.
Whee.
Just because, that way we can get some laundry done, and.
Oh no!
I know you've got at least one clean uniform shirt, but I gotta iron it, I think. So. Hey, no. No. No kicking off the table.
Slide.
I thought you wanted to eat.
I wanted to do some sliding.
All right. You ready? Go on. Watch out. Don't kick that. Here, let's go this direction. Ready? Get back up.
Hey.
Did you get a wedgie?
Yes, I did.
Good Donatos there.
Some Donato's action.
Oh, yes. It's amazing what these guys at the hotel leave, you know.
Oh, it's probably all. They're not all. They're probably not even really paying.
Oh no! It's all. It's like corporate and
yeah,
this and all that kind of stuff.
Companies are paying for it.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Can you do the leg thing when you do Humpty?
Not in this chair. This chair isn't going to tolerate it.
Yeah, it needs to be more fixed to do that kind of stuff.
Next. Then,
all right, that was 4.
10.
No, I said 4.
Not funny, man.
I thought it was kind of funny. Come over here and have some pizza.
Pizza.
And then we'll go and I got a grade finish some. So my 7th graders have had a quiz and a test. They just took a test for me on Friday. And I won't get those graded tonight though. And then stop kicking the table, please. Take your feet off the table, please. And then the 8th graders have their first test tomorrow. And then they had their first religion test on Thursday. So we've got one test in for each class now.
We all know that every one of us has a religion test every single day of our lives.
Please take your foot off the table. I'm not going to ask nicely again. Thank you.
I've recently had a encounter with the Holy Ghost about some of my less desirable habits here recently, and I was answered. So, as I say, we all have a religion test every single day.
Carter, are you going to pass your religion test today? Take your feet off the table. If you do it again, you're going to get flicked.
Oh, the flick in the ear.
Oh, yeah.
No, always good to have that. Actually, just kind of good to have that every now and again, just off on jump principles.
I felt bad. I missed the other day and got him on the cheek and left a big red mark on his little cheek.
That's all right.
He survived.
He'll do all right.
Thank you. It was on the other side.
Well, after you had your forceps marks on your face for about 6 months, so I'm sure the flick will go away here.
Oh,
at some point. Yeah. Your mother's always pissed about that, but
Well, what are you going to do?
Well, I mean, it's better than that than have you rotten up there in your birth canal, isn't it? Yeah. Can you say rotten in the birth canal, Carter?
No, let's not.
Let's
not go there.
Oh, okay. We won't go there. All right.
Okay. Conversation about that.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's.
Where did you learn that?
It's time to. Sometimes you have to open up the.
You're not making a weird face, are you? With food.
Not all that. No.
What are you looking at? What are you doing?
He's being far more restrained than some guys would be.
Oh, I know what he's doing. Oh, he sees his reflection in the TV screen. On the screen. That's what he's goofing around.
No, I'm trying to block you.
You're trying to block me? Oh.
Yeah, I know, because I can't see your dad. It's kind of annoying me, but that's all right.
There we go. Kinds of these nifty little projects you can do with the mic.
Oh yeah, no,
make like a little outdoor bar.
Well, when he had said that he came in and said he had this pallet, I thought, oh, this is great.
Yeah.
And then when it turned out it was this plastic thing, or rubber thing. It's plastic, I guess, more accurately. You also notice that it's got like a GPS thing on it, which means there's a GPS chip in this thing, which means if some guy,
track you.
If some rogue guy, some rogue shipping guy tries to, it's like they may think that we've got,
there you go,
like 80 shipments of cargo.
Well,
piling up.
What they'll do is they'll roll up here and they'll take one look at the porch and they'll say, "Oh, okay, we get it now." And then.
And there's Carter. Hi, Carter. Bye, Carter.
Say goodbye, Granddad.
Bye, Carter.
Well, God bless you, Dad.
Well, what a treat for me, and God bless you all, and be ever so careful.
Oh, I will. Yeah, I'm going to watch out for stadies here.
And hug the good Kelly here tomorrow.
Oh, indeed I will.
Right,
It'll be good to see her.
And enjoy kindergarten there, Carter.
Say thank you.
Thank you.
Enjoy homework.
Okay!
Yeah! Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Yes, I appreciate your forwarded messages. There is a mentality there, isn't there?
Well,
particularly a mentality that takes that crap seriously.
And a particularly bad one, because I've run across it before, but wow.
Well, that's interesting, because see, actually, I get the sense from your emails that this isn't particularly bad, but if you're being restrained in this,
yeah, Kelly had to calm me down after the initial reply from the first email that I had sent her.
Well, no, I understand about that. Yes. Yes, has that problem been squared away?
It has been. It has been.
Is the individual involved still in the school, or is he gone?
He is, but I don't think for long.
Okay.
If the reports I'm getting from him are even halfway true, there's no way this.
So that's been dealt with more or less.
It's been dealt with essentially.
As near as you can tell.
Yeah. I mean, my read on it is essentially along the same timeline. When I sent my email to her about it, they'd already kind of figured out what was going on.
Sort of simultaneously, yeah. Well, you had a similar problem with that up there, when you started in kindergarten at Fort Wayne. Right. And you know how I handled that.
Yes.
We won't go into that.
No.
But I don't know whether I imagine the statute of limitations is long since expired.
Well,
still, nonetheless, we don't really need to go into that. But given the fact that one, this was not the era of everybody being videotaped all the time or recorded all the time, I was able to deal with this, in a very private matter between cars in the parking lot.
Yes.
With the perpetrator in question. I've said this before to my viewers, and you'll remember this, my viewers. Applied shear tear, selectively applied. Shear tear, selectively applied, is a very effective tool. That doesn't mean you got to cut off somebody's head. It doesn't mean you have to be in jihad. It just means you have to just sort of be willing to strike unexpectedly and deal with a problem. That's what I did, and it fixed the problem for my son. And that's all I cared about. My battery's dying, and so now I will say bye-bye, YouTubers.